Okay, so let your boy King cover the story one more time. Now, the DA matriculant Minister of Public Works, Dean Macpherson, barely 1 month, he's not even 1 month into the office as a Minister of Public Works, discovered that there was a cyber hacking that stole about 300 million. Let me say it again, 300 million from cyber hackers in the past 10 years. Well, this matriculant discovered this in less than 3 weeks, where other ministers who were there for the past 10 years, like Patricia DE Lille, did not notice this. The matriculant could pick it up in a nick of time. I told you guys, don't believe this nonsense. Do not believe this, but you have a sickness to believe these white oaks, like you believed Andre the Raider when he came into ESCOM and told you guys that ESCOM, they lose about 1 billion rands each and every month. And you guys believe him, and he has not given this country and the people of ESCOM evidence to those damning allegations. So now Patricia DE Lille has come out to defend herself and her term, because she was the Minister of Public Works since 2019 till 2023. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane in Java, and we're back at it again with another one. And I'm going back to that story of the matriculant minister, Dean Macpherson. Yes, the matriculant minister. We must rub it in, because when it's our people, they make sure that we don't forget it. So the matriculant is the one that discovered that there's 300 million that was stolen. And I saw, because they're always anti-black consciousness people on the comment section, and some people are saying, King, how can you protect the ANC? The ANC is a corrupt government and everything. These people did steal the money. I'm not disputing that money can be stolen from a department. Don't make that mistake. I'm not disputing that money, hackers can come and steal money. I'm disputing the amount. 300 million, it's an impossible task. And if you didn't watch the first video where I explained why I say it's impossible task, for hackers, the people in the department probably can make a plan with fraudulent tenders and whatever and steal that amount. But hackers can never steal that amount. And in the last video I explained to you, I showed you guys what are the tools that Treasury uses to monitor the expenditure of each department. I showed you guys how each department makes requisitions to Treasury according to what they need to spend the money to. I explained to you guys that the department does not get its budget in full. It has to make monthly and quarterly reports to Treasury for the type of work that they need to do, and Treasury pays them according to the requisitions that they send to Treasury each month on the 15th of each month, the department. And I gave you that knowledge because I'm working for the state and I'm working in the financial department, in the financial unit. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you, it's impossible for cyber hackers to steal 300 million. And anyway, you guys know, you guys have seen your Capitec bank 3-month statement and all of those things. You see what hackers take. Hackers don't take big amounts, because big amounts will be picked up by people who do accounting. Now, you guys know this. Hackers will take 1 rand there, come back again and take a 10 rand, maybe if your account is big, and come back and take a 2, and they take in different accounts. We have followed these Nigerian hackers who are famous and who are billionaires because of hacking, and they have given us the blueprint of stealing without getting noticed. Not that we're going to try it anyway. So the media have obviously watched the King Said So's videos, and now they've questioned the previous minister. They went and got Patricia DE Lille and say, listen, King Said So said, you are also one of the ministers. I'm just joking, but you guys understand what I'm saying. And I said, King said, you are also one of the ministers. Were you aware of this money that was lost? Because most of it was lost in your term. In other words, in Cyril Ramaphosa's term. Because from 2019 to 2023, Cyril Ramaphosa was the president and Patricia DE Lille was the minister. Let's listen to what the honorable minister said.
I think that everyone who saw the revelation by Minister Dean Macpherson immediately thought, well, 10 years is a long time. How many ministers knew about this 300 million rand that was allegedly stolen through cybercrime? When you saw that revelation, were you surprised? Did you know about this 300 million rand?
No, I did not know, Naledi. I was asked by the media whether I was aware about it, and that's why I have responded. And I've also said that I will meet with the Minister, Dean Macpherson, next week. We have got an appointment set for next week, and then I will hear the details from him and what exactly transpired, and then we will take it from there. We did have some IT problems within the department for quite a long time. And this was not brought to my attention by the previous DG, Dr. Moemi. So I'm interested to find out from the minister what exactly happened. And then if I can have any assistance to him of what happened during that time, I can only account for that I've been there since 2019 until 2023, and then see how we can work together if necessary, and if I am of assistance to the minister and the deputy minister to get to the bottom of this. Because wherever we have got any allegations about corruption, the way I have dealt with in the past during my term at Public Works and Infrastructure, I've worked very closely with the SIU. We had 2 people seconded from the SIU on a full-time basis that continued to investigate all of these allegations. So I will be seeing how I can assist the minister if necessary.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's obvious. I think even if the minister knew, she would have not has said it. Let's get the one thing straight, because there's no politicians that we trust, actually. But anyway, the minister says, listen, I did not know about this. Yes, I had some IT problems, but you will hear later on the video, the IT problem she's talking about is that there were leases where the amounts were incorrect. Like there was a contract and they were billing them crazy amount, because people think when they do business with government, they can take the amount wherever they wherever they want to take it, and the government will pay because it's government. You understand what I'm saying? She also says something that I covered in the first video. The SIU. She said she's been working closely with the SIU. In fact, she says the SIU was, I think there was 2 officials of the SIU that were permanently working with them on a daily basis. So I told you guys, if you say hackers were stealing money, there's too many people that are implicated. Too many people. From the CFO to the HOD to the MEC to the premier probably of that province and the minister of that department. I told you guys, even AG, there's so many people. And when I gave you guys this thing, the reason why I did not touch even on the supply chain process is because I know through the supply chain that money can be stolen. But that is not the department in question here, the unit in question. The case in study is cyber hackers. So I'm leaving my department people for now. I'm saying, okay, because it's cyber, we are saying it's external. So let's look at the possibility of an external company, an external somebody stealing money in the department to the amount of 300 million. Guys, it's not, listen, let me tell you how things work, because you guys don't listen. Hey, you guys don't listen, yo. The way you get excited, I see you. I see the excitement of VBS. I see the excitement. Because when things are reported, you guys don't apply your mind. But that's why you've got your boy King. To protect the black image. Like, guys, when it comes to stealing money in the department, and cyber hacking and all of those things, is a systematic process that is not, how do I put this so that you guys can understand it clearly? Cyber hackers can't steal big amounts, guys. Let's start there. You don't get excited because a matriculant told you 300 million. If you say 300 million, it means that you know how white people are. It means that they have identified which account the money was going to. Yeah, because they have already given us the amount. They know the amount, about 300 million over what? 10 years. A matriculant is telling you guys that. And you guys are getting excited and believing that. I'm going to cover this. So if ever it's 300 million and different accounts, they would have pointed out the few accounts. And they would have pointed them out because it would have been leaked to other black politicians. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? It would have been leaked to other black politicians. They would have said, the cyber hackers, the names, these are the 5 names of the cyber hackers that we have identified so far. And then you would have had white monopoly media running. Oh, this one is linked to Julius Malema. This one is linked to Cyril Ramaphosa. This one is linked to David Mabuza. This one is linked to Jacob Zuma. They would have done that. But because they don't have that information, because they don't have that information, they are in a process where they hide that information. You can say, King, they are still investigating. That's why they have not said it, because you want to protect white people. Then why is it that the VBS affidavit was leaked? Is the investigation still not continuing there in that case also? Apply your mind, man. What does the minister say about the knowledge of the financial statements and the involvement of AG in all of this matter? Let's hear what the minister says.
Yeah, it's interesting, Minister, because you say you did not know about it. So what does that mean about your time then with the department and just how aware you were about what was going on the balance sheets, right, and the financial statements of the department, if 300 million rand could disappear and you did not know?
Well, it's not about did not know. The crooks are always 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of us. And that's why I say I cannot comment on the substance of the report until I have met with Minister Macpherson next week. Because if it was hidden within the system, they might have, find ways of concealing it. But I've also had regular meetings with the AG, the Auditor General, on a quarterly basis. And then the AG, if any of such thing would have happened, she would have alerted us. And that's why I'm saying it's best to go back to the records. It's best to hear what the minister has uncovered. And then we take it from there.
Okay.
We can't jump to any conclusions now.
You did.
I told you guys, departments work with the Auditor General. The Auditor General is trusted to be the body that can fix the books and monitor the department expenditures. Trusted very much. Personally, I'm not trusted. But I know when it comes to identifying wrong accounting processes, the Auditor General will do good in that regard. And she's saying quarterly she's been working with the Auditor General. Do you see how many people are implicated here? If you say an external company is stealing money. Because let me explain to you guys, the way you steal money in the department is that you advertise something through the supply chain unit. And then whether it's a tender or whether it's something, you then give another tender premier confidential information. You say, when you bid this amount, because maybe you are in the tender committee, you understand what is it that other people have and what other people, and you give an amount and you give them, listen, bid 32 million. I know what King is beating. I know what this one is beating. I know what that one is beating. So bid with 32 million. Make your quotation to reach 32 million, because I saw that one is 36. And that's how you may steal. Another way is to create fraudulent bank accounts. You understand? You create, the people working at finance will just pay money into, they will just load accounts into the payment system that we call Logis or Bears, and then they will send money to those accounts. And that also will be picked up later on because people get excited. They first send 10,000 and they keep quiet. And they say, oh, nobody said anything. They send another 10,000 and they keep quiet. They wait 3 months, they do 20,000. Eventually they will be caught. They will be caught, you know. So, and mostly those crook colleagues, the way they do, they will not use their own logging details. They will use another colleague's logging details and work with those details to try and hide that they are the ones that are. That's how you can steal money. Something is burning. That's how you can steal money from the department. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's impossible to steal money. Very, very, very much possible to steal money from the department, but not hackers. Not hackers. She's working closely with the with the AG quarterly, because like she said, she has been having IT problems and all of that. So they probably asked the SIU and the Auditor General AG to come in and you know, try to help them monitor things so that things don't get out of hand. And also, I told you there were other ministers before even Patricia DE Lille when we talk about 10 years ago. Let's listen what she said in that regard.
There were 2 other ministers in DPWI during the 10-year period referred to in the new minister's statement. I will be meeting with him next week, and then you talk about that 250 million rand. You talk about how you had an agreement with the SIU, who seconded 2 SIU officials to help investigate all allegations. So, who were the other ministers that you're talking about here? Thulas Nxesi between 2018 and 2019, Nathi Nhleko between 2017 and 2018. Now I'm trying to do the maths about what's 10 years ago, 2014. So Thulas Nxesi between 2011 and 2017. What interaction and conversation needs to happen with those ministers or former ministers?
Well, Naledi, I'm going to repeat myself what I said in the beginning. I was asked for a comment from the media about that period. And that's why I explained the period and that there were altogether 3 ministers. I also said that I will be engaging with the new minister to find out what is relevant to the period when I served as the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure. And then once we have got the details, then I will be able to further respond, which I don't have at the moment. But to add to what the minister had uncovered and to show that there's always been allegations of corruption in the department, I then also mentioned that during my term, I also uncovered the big scam with the leases and made an intervention that saved government 253 million. So if we could just wait, I don't want to speculate. I also don't want to interfere with the work of the new ministers. We have to work as colleagues. We are collectively and individually responsible and accountable to the President of the Republic. And then thereafter, we will be able to get into the substance. And of course, if you want to get comment from the other 2 ministers, I'm sure you are free to do so.
Now, the reason why I brought this thing up on the first video when I covered this 300 million rand stolen rubbish from this matriculant is because I told you the DA's aim is actually to try and prove that the ANC was stealing money. Understand? That is their mission. But now this matriculant forgot that no, actually the Minister of Public Works was not an ANC minister. It was from Patricia DE Lille from the Good Party. And then he said, oh my God, what must I do now? Let me rather say 10 years ago to try and bring Tulas Ngisi in and Natin Kleko in. You understand what I'm saying? So it's because of that they are saying 10 years. They would have said 5 years ago. But there's so many people implicated. Guys, we are in nonsense when it comes to this matriculant. The matriculant, he does not have fear in his heart to announce nonsense. You see how Gayton Mackenzie is behaving. You can hear and see when a person, I don't even want to say lacks education, is ill-informed and does not care about other people's well-being. They behave like Gayton Mackenzie and this matriculant Dean Macpherson. So I'm saying, you South Africans never got an explanation of how the $1 billion rand was stolen from Eskom. You guys never got an explanation. And you continuously thought that ANC of Jacob Zuma was stealing money. Even the ANC of Cyril Ramaphosa was stealing money. That thought stuck with you. That's what, before the elections, after the elections, I think 1 week after the elections, I said, guys, it was when Eskom had 50 days without load shedding. I said, guys, we've been having 50 days of load shedding. Let's give Jose and Ramokgopa some credit for changing at least the situation. Because remember, what's his name? Andre de Ruyter, when he left Eskom, he predicted a great shutdown by winter. He was running away thinking that we were going to have a complete great shutdown, and we never had it. We survived the winter of 2023. We're surviving now the winter of 2024. Yes, it's not perfect. Yes, but it's better than when Andre de Ruyter was there. Jose Ramokgopa knows at least what he's doing. I don't care if they are burning diesel of 10 billion rand. I know that these guys, they eat. I know. But I'm saying, Andre de Ruyter could not keep the lights on. He could not. Jose is keeping the lights on, and it's getting more difficult now to do fraudulent tenders. It's getting more difficult because of this government of national confusion. There's too many eyes on the till. You understand what I'm saying? So, because you did not get a report from Andre de Ruyter, don't expect a report to come out and tell you guys who has stolen this 300 billion. Unless, I repeat, unless it's black people. And for me, I'm saying, if they knew the names, they would have taken them out now already. They would have taken out. So next week, I'm expecting that some stories are going to come out, and they're going to tell us exactly what is happening on that regard. I want to know. I want to know, because we get too much excited when news are announced, like they are doing with VBS. I'm not watching. I'm watching mainstream media. You know, your boy King always takes his time when it comes to reporting, because we have to do an in-depth report. You know, can't just give our opinions here. And I'm saying, black child, be careful of what they give you on television. Be careful what type of vision they are giving you there when you are busy watching that box. Be careful what you are watching on social media. Be careful what Boy King are saying. Be careful what whoever YouTuber you are following. Research for yourself. Don't just take what King is saying is true, so just take it like that. That's a problem. That's a problem. Don't do that. Research for yourself. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. There is more content that is dropping at African Mojoro with your boy King. Make sure that you tune in there. There's crazy content that will be dropping this weekend, today and tomorrow, Monday and beyond. Make sure that you tune in there. When it comes to Paseta, again, I tell you, the committee is there. 2 committee members has accepted their nomination to be part of the committee. I'm just waiting for one more, and then I think Sunday or Monday, I'll announce who the committee members are. It's going to be exciting. Then we can start hitting the ground running, because I need a team. I need you. I need your support. I need your prayers. I need everything, your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience in this. And thank you to everyone that has emailed us in terms of the land issue. King, come to Limpopo. There's land here. Here, come and survey this land. Is this good enough? We've got land in Northern Cape. We're probably going to get land in Mpumalanga, Free State, and KwaZulu-Natal. So the committee would choose which area is best to build our school in. So pray for us, guys. We are people that have never done this before. We are trying our best. We want to build a school from the ground. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to change this educational system for our people, for our children. We want to do it. We're sick and tired of complaining. It's time we stood up and did something about it. Because like I always tell you guys, when the next generation hear our complaints about Cyril Ramaphosa, about the Government of National Unity, about AfriForum, about the DA and everyone, they will ask us one question. We hear your complaints, but what did you do? And we'll keep quiet, because the only thing we would have done is to open YouTube accounts and TikTok accounts. Will be the generation of social media and the generation that does not move on the ground. So thank you so much for tuning in. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best, so that God can do the rest. Guys, I don't ask you to subscribe every video. I'm just assuming that you guys, when you enjoy the content, will subscribe. So if you do enjoy the content, please help this channel to grow by clicking the subscribe button. And oh yes, thank you to all the members of the channel. You know, I think I've got something like 20 members or some 20 something people that are contributing, like something like 10 rands or 20 rand. I think 20 rand is the minimum per month to the channel. I appreciate it. If you are not financially stable, don't even do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. But if you are able to help the content grow, to help the channel grow, and you can do that, I'm happy with you guys. Thank you so much to all the members that support this channel. I was not even aware, like YouTube sent me a message to say the membership is growing. I'm like, hey, I've got a membership. Yo, guys, and let me tell you something that is very important when you see this list of membership. From the people that are supporting my channel, no one is my friend, no one is my family, and none of them I have met. Do you see how God works? So in the things that you do in your life, trying to build something, a business, trying to build a legacy, trying to do something good, you're trying to lose weight and what, don't expect, I'm telling you, that your family and your friends will be the ones you're supporting. I don't know if any person on that list, not even one person, talk to them, nothing. You know, so I appreciate that even more, because these are people that don't even know me. So until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.